Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. So we had another very volatile week in the stock market, and in this video we'll be going over what to expect next from stocks, including key trigger points to watch, as well as 6 different trade ideas that I'm watching for the week and weeks ahead. As always, there are timestamps in the description. Let's go ahead and get into it. So starting out by taking a look at the S&P futures chart. Last week we went over how it had successfully backtested the previous trend line as new support, and how it was likely to set up for a larger bounce and retest that previous descending channel above. And it spent a lot of the week chopping around there with a couple of fake outs each way that was finally able to reclaim and hold above into the channel at the end of the week. So what this built out was an inverse head and shoulders pattern with 51.14 to 51.24 acting as the neckline of the pattern and the breakout point above. So if it is able to hold above this zone into next week, the market is set up for a move higher, and the next key resistance zones above are at 51.50 to 51.58, and then 51.80 to 51.93, which would also likely line up with a trendline resistance when it's tested, and if so, that can act as a larger breakout and upside trigger if it was able to break above. And another key level to watch is the 50-day moving average, which is now nearing a backtest of it as resistance, currently at 51.63. So this would be a key decision point to watch, and a reclaim above there, along with a break above trendline resistance, can set the market up potentially for a move back towards highs. In the immediate term for next week, 51.14 to 51.24 is the key pivot to watch. If it breaks back below there, it can re-enter the previous chop range below, but as long as above, this says set up for an upside move into next week. Alright, so now getting into some trade ideas, starting out with a few dip buy opportunities that we went over last week. We talked about Transmedics Group, ticker symbol TMDX, as an attractive dip buy setup if it was able to hold the 50-day moving average as support, and this successfully did hold with a strong reaction from buyers, and it is now reattempting the breakout above 90.3. If it's able to hold above 90.3 from here, the breakout has higher odds to follow through this time around, and it can target 94, recent highs at 97.8, and then all-time highs next above there. And another dip buy setup that we went over last week was Robinhood, ticker symbol HOOD, as it was backtesting the major 16.5 level as support, along with the 50-day moving average. So the stock spent most of the week consolidating at that level, and is now starting to push higher. This is a strong higher low setup, and as long as that continues to hold, this is set up for further upside with next target levels above at 20.6, 23.54, and 27.5. Very important stock to watch for overall market direction continues to be Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA. So the stock built out a 1.5 month long consolidation range with 834 to 842 acting as key support in the bottom of the range. So a couple weeks ago, breaking below 834 was what triggered the breakdown and the violent sell. Then on Friday, it was able to end up reclaiming back above this zone, which triggered big upside for the stock in the major indexes. The 50-day moving average has also lined up with this zone and is now slightly above at 850.8 as another important spot to watch. So as long as it's able to hold the reclaim above, this is looking primed for a continuation higher, which can target 895 to 905 and 921 to 924 next, where above 924 likely sends it back towards previous highs. Tesla is another big name to watch, as it had an important change of character this past week. So the stock had a pretty violent sell after delivery numbers and in anticipation for bad earnings, and it sold down to fill the long-term gap at 146.5 and also a little bit below there. Earnings numbers were not good, as they reported a double miss and negative free cash flow, but the stock had a positive reaction to their report and it gapped up over 10% in result. So as we know, price action and the market's reaction to things is always the most important. When a stock goes up on negative news or bad earnings, that can commonly be a bottoming signal. So what is next for Tesla stock? In order to keep this upside move in play, it is key to hold above 160.4, which was the bottom of the previous range that it was able to reclaim. As long as it's able to hold above there, this looks set up for a larger upside reversal move. So next up would be the 50-day moving average above, which likely acts as key resistance. And then above there, that can target 180 to 182.6, and then 205.3 to 207.4 as the next key resistance zones above. So now getting into a couple more attractive dip buy setups that I'm watching in the week ahead. So first is Celsius, ticker symbol CELH, and taking a look at a simple visual of the chart, Celsius built out a 7-month long base below 68.95 as key resistance and the breakout point, and it broke out above there in February. It has now pulled back all the way to backtest that breakout as new support at 68.95, which if it successfully holds this breakout, this is a textbook BRB setup, breakout, retest, bounce. So if it's able to hold and get momentum back to the upside, the next target levels above are at 76.5, 80, and 85 to 86.5. And another one to watch is Hims & Hers, ticker symbol HIMS. So this is another stock that has had a large pullback back to a key zone, which is at 11.38 to 12. This is a key zone to hold, and so far price has reacted well to it. The first above level from here is at 12.75, which can start some upside momentum if it is reclaimed above. And above there, that can target 13.9 to 14.06, 15.3 to 15.55, and then 16.74 as those next target levels above. That is everything that I'm watching for in the week ahead. Next week will be key, as we'll see if the S&P is able to hold the breakout and either reclaim the 50-day moving average or potentially reject there. That would be key for the broad market direction, and I will catch you all next time. Good luck trading the week ahead. For anybody interested in joining the private Discord chat, that is the first link down in the description to get my personal trade alerts, nightly watch lists, and I answer any questions you have in there. Good luck trading next week, guys, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out.